we are in Trivandrum and we are talking to people around this city and trying to find out what the ballot buzz is like. I have with me an IT professional who works in the Techno Park here. So let us hear from him. Hi, sir. What is your name?
My name is Jay Krishnan,
Okay.
and nice to hear you, national media, covering the Thiruvananthapuram elections.
All right.
So that
Jai Krishnan ji, can you tell us the candidates from here? What is the what is the mood like? What are people really thinking?
people actually definitely deserves a change. So they are looking forward for a good change here. From the past 15 years, to be very frank, people have been fooled with a lot of fake promises, false dreams, etc. has been given by the election. I don't want to name the candidate who won from here, but it's actually a nightmare for the entire Trivandrum city, which they have been promised a lot of things, and nothing has been done. So, in fact, the central government had intervened without any political hypocrisy, and they have done a lot in Kerala, especially in Trivandrum. We got a international terminal, then we got a international level port, which is going to change the entire life and the scenario of Trivandrum. We got a good national highway, which is under process. So that seems visible to everyone, and I hope this time all the people in Trivandrum will look forward for a change and look forward for a better, apt person who can lead their life, who can actually lead their dreams and walk the talk.
So, can you throw light on economic activity? Like, what is really happening? Because we are seeing a lot of investments and, a lot of FDI pouring into various states, and they are growing rapidly. And that has happened. That has actually added to the growth of India as a whole in the last 10 years, especially with a lot of investments coming to Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh out of nowhere. Just emerged, and that was like a success story in itself. So how do you see economic activity? What is really happening in this state as well, which has been regarded as one of the most progressive states? So would you want to give a reality check to?
That's really a funny question because everyone knows the political background of Kerala from decades. There have been the political will of Kerala. Unfortunately, have been seeing their back, showing their back to the development, especially the industry, manufacturing sector. So when you look at all the other states, we can be jealous and see, because in fact I have been working in Bangalore for 8 years, and when I came back to Trivandrum, the opportunities here was very less and very limited. We have the India's first techno city, that is Techno Park, coming in the Kerala, but unfortunately nobody had the political will to make it grow to the next level. If we compare Bangalore, Gurgaon, Haryana, then Hyderabad, the new emerging cities like Coimbatore, we are far behind. We are far behind. That too, we have a lot of investments coming in, but nobody is able to materialize it and make it as an industry-friendly atmosphere. That's the main part we are lagging behind. So here we have a lot of educated people, and we are becoming a kind of human resource exporting state to the entire India and entire the globe. But people, youngsters here are not able to find out opportunities up to their educational qualifications and up to their aspirations. So that's why people think of moving ahead, moving out of Kerala and taking up their own way of life. So that we need to change. We need to make Kerala a better place to work, and in fact Trivandrum a better place to work, a better opportunist state. And we have a lot of promise from the recent contesting Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who has been the co-minister for IT. And we are very happy to welcome him to the state. If he wins, then we hope he will do a lot of change, a lot of investments will come, because he already have a goodwill in the industry, and he already is a very strong minister and had proved what he can promise and what he can do.
So recently he released his vision document, which has a lot of the vision is really concrete, where he's talking about various steps that will be taken to spur growth in this region, in this city and state as a whole. So how do you see these in comparison to the various promises that are again being made by candidates from other parties? Because we spoke to a lot of people and they too had to say the same thing, that for the last 15 years things have been stagnant here, and be it the sea erosion problem or any other problem which actually require solid intervention.
Correct.
So that has not really happened. So how do you compare the two vision for the city?
Uh, I'm not trying to compare the current vision document of Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar with Shashi Tharoor or the other contestant. But I would like to compare the promise which the BJP government had made when it came to power in 2014, and compare the promises which the existing MP Shashi Tharoor had made at that time. And if we look at the manifesto of BJP in the national level, we can see that entire manifesto has been followed and completed, even from the different law-making promises which they give in terms of law, Ram Mandir, etc., etc., etc. If you put 100, etc., then it's all completed. But when you look at the manifesto which came out in 2014 for Trivandrum, still the same manifesto is being given by the existing MP to the Trivandrum. So that comparison is good enough, because the developmental thing, if you look at, it stands at zero in 2014, and now also it stands at zero. And he gave promises to a lot of things. Now in his manifesto he is adding the development which the central government had brought in, like the national highway, then the port, then the other Jal Jeevan Path, the Jal Jeevan mission, those things. So it's all basically the present of central government which is being hijacked by the current MP and shown his manifesto. So it's basically a fun thing to compare Rajiv Chandrasekhar current manifesto with Mr. Shashi Tharoor.
Do you think people now are realizing, at least professionals, we understand people who are gullible are still, they still have mixed opinions about things, but is the professional sector realizing that there has to be something more than just promises?
Yes, definitely the professional sector is understanding the reality, ground reality of the state, and the importance of new investments, etc., etc. We can't really read the mind of people. There's a lot of professional community plus the common people. It's a mix of culture in Trivandrum. So we can't really predict it, but I hope there will be definitely a change which is going to happen in the coming days. You can see me sweating in this hard sun. So I am a professional. I am very comfortable under AC in revolving chair, just looking at the laptop and doing things. But why I am putting my sweat in the road is to make people aware that we need a change. Our last bus is going to go by 26th. If we miss that, then it will take another 100 years to see your change, and even your grandchildren will not be able to see that change. So we are trying to make them understand the reality, why these economical activities, these investments needed in Kerala, especially in Trivandrum, a city like Trivandrum, is basically the capital of Kerala, and why are we not thinking of a change? So we are making people to understand it. That's what we are going to do.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, my name is Manoj. I'm working in Technopark. So
Alright.
basically, I'm an entrepreneur. I run two companies in Technopark.
Okay,
So basically, that's an intro. So I have been in Technopark from 2001 onwards.
all right.
Great.
So, 2001, we are in 2024. How have you seen the IT industry grow or expand in this place? And because we spoke to a lot of professionals, mostly people are going outside and working. So, what is the deal here like? What are the professionals really? What are the kind of opportunities they have?
Right. So I came in 2001 in Technopark. I passed out in 95 in computer science, and then it was kind of a coming back home in 2001. And you might be knowing that Trivandrum Technopark is the first IT park in India, not in Kerala, in India. And there was a lot of, there's a lot of opportunity over here. We have the ecosystem, we have the literacy rates, we have the human resources there, we have the talent is there. But in that, from what I noticed from 2001 to 2024, there are a lot of states which has overtaken us. And why has that happened? So that is a big question in front of us, right? And there are a lot of reasons associated with it. The first, couple of things which comes to my mind is the infrastructure. We didn't expand the technopark or the facilities for more companies to come in. So more companies coming in means more job opportunities, right? So that actually it didn't go up to the level that it could have been. So we are lacking behind. We didn't have big companies coming, the big names, you mean the big names like Microsoft, Apple, and all those. They are all coming to Bangalore. They are all coming into Hyderabad. They are all coming into Chennai. But there are other things which are not coming into Trivandrum or Technopark as such. So basically, the infrastructure we have to improve a lot. I mean, there are around more than 100 companies waiting in queue right now to get a space to start working.
So, what is really causing that? Like, if you, is it policies, or because there is this entire ease of doing business that is there, and there are rankings, every state has been outperforming the other in the last few years. So, what are the factors that are leading to this kind of delay?
I mean, it is kind of the vision and the policies, both of I mean, like the state government. The state government controls the technopark over here, and there are funding which is coming in from the center also. I think it is basically the vision and the willpower to actually develop the state as such. We are concentrating on one or two areas. Maybe tourism is one thing which we are concentrating on, but even that is lacking right now. Even that has gone down in Trivandrum. So basically, it is the policies and the vision of the what do you call the government and the management who is running the show. So it the ease of doing business, it can be made much better. There are a couple of things which is unique to Kerala, like you might be knowing the hartals and things, which is actually unique to Kerala right now. There is no other places where these things affect, but here it is affecting. IT, it doesn't affect much, but still the city comes to a standstill, which actually affects on the business side. So I could actually point it to the vision and the what do you call the willpower to actually build it up, to build infrastructure. Uh, yeah.
So here right now with the elections happening soon, general elections yet again. So this time again a tri-way contest is expected, because there is Rajiv Chandrasekhar, who has been fielded by the BJP, considering he is the union IT minister also and has a very good experience in this field. So his pitch this time is unique, and it is going above all the typical promises of politicians, whereas we have the candidates Shashi Tharoor and Ravindran also. So how do you see, like, how is the industry responding to each of their pitches, if I may ask you?
Correct. So basically, we have an industry body. I mean, in Technopark. I mean, and generally the general field which you asked me about. Uh, Look, I mean, we had Dr. Shashi Tharoor. He was the MP for last 15 years over here, right? And we have a lot of 3 elections, and we have the manifestos of what he has done. So basically, it is a performance metrics that I mean, in our industry, IT, it is the performance metrics that we count, the deliverables, and what you deliver. So if you take into the manifesto of Dr. Shashi Tharoor from last elections and what he has done, that could be a measure of his performance, which I think I couldn't, which I think in my this thing, it's not that great. He would have done much more to Trivandrum. Rajiv Rajiv Chandrasekhar comes from an entrepreneurial background. He has the IT this thing is there, entrepreneurial background is there, and of course he has been the union minister, and he delivers from what I heard, from what my experience and what the other experience among our IT community, he delivers. He walks the talk. So that is what we are looking at. I mean, if it's time that we try somebody new, and also we can have his vision document came in yesterday. So why don't we give him a chance and measure his work in the next 5 years? And like Mr. Panyan Ravindran is also there. He's a nice person. As a as a person, he's very good. I mean, we can relate to him. Very simple. But I think for Trivandrum to grow bigger, we need people who can actually push or talk and work for Trivandrum. That for me it is just, I think right now we should try Rajiv Chandrasekhar out. We have given Dr. Shashi Tharoor 15 years. Let's give somebody new, a new face, and a man who has already delivered a lot of things to actually come to Trivandrum and make Trivandrum a better place.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you. Hi, what is your name?
My name is Vinu.
And what sector do you work in?
I'm working in the media field.
Media.
Yeah.
All right. So, can you tell me what is really being a person in the media field? What is the political climate here? As in, like this time again, general elections are happening. There is a tri-way contest. There is Rajiv Chandrasekhar, Shashi Tharoor, and Ravindran from LDF. So, how do you see this playing out?
I think now this is a good competition. This type. We are looking for Rajiv Chandrasekhar for won the election. So when he won the election, we got many opportunities for every sector. So we are waiting for that.
Okay. So, especially, what are the being a professional? Can you talk a little bit about how is the health of every sector doing? Like, what are the youth like you or people who are younger? What are they really doing in terms of opportunities? Are there enough opportunities right now?
In right now, I think not too much opportunities here, but people are waiting for next generation also, next sector for good opportunities. So I think after this election, maybe coming to good opportunities here.
Why, you spoke about Rajiv Chandrasekhar. Why are you drawn to his policies or his election pitch? Like, he's calling it politics of performance. So, what do you have to say about why are you attracted towards that?
Because we are looking for Rajiv Chandrasekhar is a good leader also in Modi is our Prime Minister. So obviously we can many opportunities. We are wishing many opportunities after this election. We can go to many opportunities.
Thank you so much. Thank you.